Hi and welcome everyone. My name is Kristen. I am a certified fitness instructor and an occupational therapist. As a healthcare worker, I've really seen how having a strong and healthy body helps people to function fully in their life, prevents illness and prevents ending up in hospital, and when people do get ill, they bounce back so much faster. So that's part of the motivation for me to share these workouts with you to hopefully inspire others to get up, move, and stay active. This video is going to be a 60-minute full body workout consisting of 10 minutes of warm-up, 30 minutes of interval training, 10 minutes of more targeted core exercises, and 10 minutes of stretching and cool down. So it is geared to be, rather 30 minutes at least of interval training is geared to be quite an intense workout for those who are used to moderate or high intensity workouts. However, if you are just starting out, you're welcome to join us. Make sure then to take the first options that I give, which are the less intense options of each exercise. Feel free to take breaks when you need them and join us when you can. And if there's any exercise that's just too intense, you can march in place instead. Okay, and that goes for the same for anyone with any injuries, or if you feel any sharp pains in your joints with a certain movement, please stop that movement and just march in place or pick another exercise you know will not injure you. The no pain, no gain motto is a dangerous saying. We want challenging, yes, but it should not be painful. Okay, so grab your water, make some space around you, and let's get moving. Okay, so find a space on your mat. Let's get our feet about shoulder width apart, and we'll take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Good. Now we're going to start with a review of good posture. What do I mean? We want to roll our shoulders up, back, and down, keeping our shoulders far from our ears. We're going to place our palms forward, helping us externally rotate those shoulders. We're going to contract our abdominal muscles and make a slight bend in the knee. Now let's practice holding that while we do some big arm circles to the front, warming up those shoulders. And now a few to the back. Good. Let's do 2 more. All right, time to get our heart rate up a little bit. Hold our arms up. We're gonna do some kicks. So knee up, kick, in, and out. Again, the other side, up, kick, in, and out. Now speed it up. Wanted you to see the slow motion version so that you see the knee, the kick starts with the knee. Kick, kick. Now you could stay here, or you could add in a side kick after every 2 forward kicks. So it looks like this. Front, front, side, front, front, side. Take it nice and slow, easy this first time through. We'll use this move, this exercise later on in the workout. Last one, each side, and kick, kick, side. Now let's keep those arms up. Turn to the side. We're gonna punch, cross, and back. Punch, cross, punch, cross. So keep those knees slightly bent. On that cross, we turn the shoulders, punch, cross. We could add in a duck. Punch, cross, duck, punch, cross, duck. Last 2, last 1. Other side. Again, punch with the first arm, cross, duck. Yes, punch, cross. You could do it without the duck and just come back, punch, cross, or you could add in that punch, cross, duck. Makes it a little bit more intense because we gotta move our body up and down. by bending those legs. Last two. Last one. Good work. All right, shake it out. Hands up by the shoulders. We're gonna bring one knee up towards the opposite shoulder and then do a toe touch. Other side. Knee to shoulder, toe touch. Knee to shoulder, toe touch. Knee to shoulder, toe touch. While doing this, think about really crunching in the abs to bring that knee up or that leg up. If you find toe touch is hard, you could just stay with the knee cross. Last two. Last one. Good work. That's good for our warm-up. We're going to practice our squats now. Let's get back into that good posture. Shoulders back and down. Abs in, knees slightly bent. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to send our hips back. Sit in the chair. Push through the heels. Squeeze the glutes and the quads on the way up. Let's go. Hips back. Sit. Push up. Back. Sit. And up. Good squats. Our knees and our hips stay back behind our toes. Okay, I don't want to see this where the knees come forward. No. Back, sit, and up. Good work. Let's practice some lunges now. Big step back. Shoulders back and down. Abs tight. We just bend this back leg. Press up. Bend the back leg. Press up. A few more. We're pressing through the heel of the front leg to come up. And we're squeezing this quad and glute. Last two. Last one. All right, shake it out. Other side. Big step back. Shoulders back and down. Again, abs tight. So you might need to bend that knee a little bit. Keep the abs tight and just bend even more. Come up and straighten. Bend and straighten. It's important to keep those abs engaged all the time on these lunges, protecting your lower back. Last two. Last one. Good work. And just to give us a little stretch, a little warm up, get our heart pumping, the blood flowing to those muscles that we're gonna work. Okay. Two more moves we need to practice. Shoulders back and down, abs tight. We're gonna get down into a plank. So how do we do that safely? We sit in our chair, we reach our hands down, and we're gonna walk out until we hit a line with our body. So, if you're just starting out, this will likely be challenging. One long line there. So you can always do a plank on the knees. The key is not to be on all fours like this. This is not challenging our abs. Bringing the hips down forward so that you look like you're one line from your knees to your head. If you've been doing it a while, you can hold that plank. All right, let's walk our hands back in, sit in our chair, then stand up. We'll go back down. This time we're going to practice a push-up, a good form. Sit back in that chair, hands forward. Let's walk back out. For your first push-up, let's all go down on our knees. Hips down. Shoulders are forward. We're going to bring our chest and stomach down towards the ground, keeping our head up in line with the spine, and push back up. Slow and controlled, keeping that line from our knees to our head. We are not breaking that line like this. No. Last two. Last one. Good work. Walk back up into that plank. Walk your hands in. Sit in that chair and stand up. One thing I want to show you is if you find push-ups on the ground challenging, you can always do push-ups against the wall. Feet a little bit away from the wall, hands wide. You can even go up on your toes, chest to the wall and back, chest and back. Another option would be to use a piece of furniture that's very stable, a chair, a bench, pressed against the wall. So you have a bit of an incline and do a push-up that way. Okay, so it's time to get started with our circuits. I'm going to tell you It's telling me it's time to get started. I'm going to tell you the first 4 exercises we have in our first circuit. So we have a squat, low travel twice, press up, squat, stay low and step to the side twice, power up. Exercise number 2 are push-ups, which we just practiced. Number 3 are lunges, which we also practiced in the warm-up. And number 4 are those knee cross, toe touch, okay? So, have a sip of water before we get going. And let me start our timer. Are you ready? Yeah. 10-second count in, we're gonna do those low traveling squats, power up. Shoulders back and down, abs in. We've got 30 seconds of the exercise. Let's go, down, travel, travel, press up. So it's 30 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds off to change, get in position, and recover a little bit our heart rate. If you have been doing this a while, you want more of a challenge, you could always go 5 seconds early, start before me or the timer, or go longer, 5 seconds after. Either way, there's the timer. Next up, push-ups on your knees or on your feet. I'm gonna try a few on my feet. Eventually I'll be down on the knees. All right, so if you're on your feet, get the plank first. Let's go. Whole body down and push up. Think about keeping your head up and chin in. I've got one more in me. Oh, I gotta go down on my knees. Good work, you guys. 10 seconds left. Last one. Whew, that one's tough. Of course, push-ups always are. That's why we do them. Next up, lunge. So you're gonna take a big step back. We're gonna do half a lunge, come up, lunge, half up, back down, and all the way up. Let's go. Get low, halfway up, down, all the way. Low, halfway up, down, all the way. Good. Low, half up, back down, up. All the way, halfway, back down, and up. Good work. When you come up, all the way, pushing through this front heel and squeezing here. Whew. Almost there. Good. We'll do the other leg next time through. And last, the 4th exercise, cross, toe touch. Alternating sides. Ready? Shoulders back and down, hands up. Let's go. Cross, toe touch. If you're finding it challenging, like I said in the warm-up, you could just stay with a knee instead of making your leg and your arm long. Or do it without the arms. Knee, toe touch. Knee, toe touch. Keep those abs and core in. Belly button into the spine. Use the abs to crunch. Good work. 2 more times through, then we get a minute break. So those low traveling squats, press up. Deep breath. Let's go. Down. Step, step, press. So you could stay flat-footed on the press, or you could really power up onto the toes. If you've got some good balance, or you want to work on your balance, work those calf muscles a bit. To make this less intense, you do it without the arms and you don't go as low. You want intensity, you get as low as you can, you power up, you stay low. Good work. Push-ups. Deep breaths. Really gotta catch ourselves here. Get that energy for the next 30 seconds. Ready? Get your position. Here we go. I had to go silent there, concentrate on my form, and now I'm down on my knees. good to exhale on the effort. So on the way up, there's the bell. Okay, lunges. We've got the other side to do. So I'm going to go to the other side of my mat. Take a big step back. Shoulders back and down. Abs tight. Bend all the way down, halfway up. All the way up. All the way down, halfway. Back down and up. Good. Again, make sure this knee is not coming in front of the toes. Okay, it stays back. Your body goes straight down and then back up. Not forwards and back. Last one. There's that bell. Shake it out. All right, cross, toe tap. Deep breaths. Ready? Let's go, abs in. Knee, toe touch. Knee, toe. Once you've got the coordination of it down, I want your mental focus to go to, I'm going to turn to the side, what's happening here in the stomach. Cross, toe, cross, toe. Thinking about crunching those abs to lift the knee and then the toe up. Good work. One more time through, then we're going to change the exercises up. Catch my breath. We've got those traveling low squats with a power up. Let's go. Down, travel, travel, power up. Once again, you take away the arms if you want to lower the intensity or just not go quite as low. If you're not sure about your balance, stay flat-footed and don't go on the toes. If you want to challenge it, all the way up with those heels. There's our bell. Okay, last round of push-ups. Let's do it. I'm gonna get silent here for a bit. So I can get through a few of them on my feet. Ready? Let's go. Okay, I'm down on my knees. It's been a while since I've done a lot of push-ups. I've been protecting my neck from a previous injury. Let's go. Still a challenge, even when on those knees. If you're finding you can't get through, then it's time to move up onto a higher surface, a chair, or go against the wall. All right, lunges. I'll tell you when to switch halfway through. So, big step back, shoulders back and down, abs tight. Let's go. Down, halfway, back down, and up. Down, halfway, down, back up. About one more and we'll switch. Good. Change legs quickly. Let's go down, halfway, down, and up. All the way down. Good. Almost there. There's the bell. And last but not least, cross to knee and then toe tap. Then you will get a break and I will show you the next exercises. Let's go. Knee, foot, knee, foot. Always engaging that core. Belly button is pulling in. It almost is less important exactly what the knees and or legs and arms are doing. What's important is what's happening here in the abs. Good work. 5 seconds. Good work. All right, take a well-deserved break. We have about a minute for me to show you the next exercises. We practiced it in the beginning. Front kick, side kick. It's number 1. Number 2 is something I call Superman. We're down on our stomachs or Arms are up in front. They come around and touch behind, thumbs. And then back in front, and then thumbs. Keeping our shoulders up the whole time. I'll give you more cues as we get to that one. Next we have our regular squat, and on the way up, we're gonna kick diagonally to the back corner. Alternate sides. And last but not least, a plank. We're just gonna hold it. And for challenge, tap shoulders. I need to change our timer or reset the timer. Are you ready? Hanging in there? You can do it. Let's go. 10-second count in to those two front kicks and a side kick. Make sure you have lots of space beside you. Ready? Hold those arms up. Let's go. Kick front, front, side. When you go to the side, it's good to look that way. Look at your side kick. Helps with the balance. Your shoulders might go to the side a little bit on the side kick. And again, it's knee first before you kick. Yes, knee up and then kick. Knee, kick, side. If you need a little break, just kick lower. Yeah, good work. Next up, what I was calling a Superman, and then arms down to the back. So if you have shoulder issues and you can't quite reach, only go as far as your shoulders allow. Don't push through any pain. You need to stop. So first we'll lift our shoulders off the ground and reach. Abs are tight, so pelvis into the ground. And now we're gonna bring the arms around and touch them, the thumbs behind. If you can't touch, that's fine. Bring them as far as you comfortably can. Back up to the front and to the back. So do not let go of that abdominal contraction. Pushing your pelvic bone into the ground. Belly button into the spine. Good work. 30 seconds is up. We're gonna do those squats with a glute contraction, so legs go diagonally to the corners of the room. Ready? Shoulder back, abs in. Squat back and low, come up, kick. Squat, kick. So it's less of a kick than a squeeze here in the glutes. So squat and you're squeezing here so that the leg lifts. Yeah. So it's not momentum. It's really using that muscle to lift that leg back to the corner. Weight should be in the heels of your foot. There's a bell. Number 4 was holding a plank, opposite shoulder taps. A lot of up and down this time, which is gonna add intensity. Ready? Let's go. So hold the plank. Maybe you'll just work on staying here for the 30 seconds. Or even here on your knees, but with your hips down. Really engaging in the core. If you want to challenge, you could put your feet a little wider and then practice tapping opposite shoulder or elbow, but trying not to move those hips side to side or up and down. Good. There's our 30 seconds. Let's go through it. We've got 2 more times through this one. So kick front, kick side. Deep breaths. Ready? Let's go. Kick, kick, side. Kick, kick, side. Kick, woo, kick, side. It's good for balance. Whew. Something important for balance actually is picking a spot on the wall and really focusing on it. So when we look to the side for that side kick, it really challenges our balance. Because then we gotta come back to the front, find that spot to focus on. Yeah, good work. Supermans. Yes, over this way. So down on the stomach. First thing you're gonna do is contract lower abdominals. So your pelvis tilts forward a bit. Now you're gonna lift your shoulders. If it's hard enough just to hold this, you could stay here. For an added challenge, arms out front, and then circle behind the back, out front, thumbs touch, up front, Maybe your arms are tight and you can only get to a T position. That is fine. Good work. Up we go, little child's pose. And up to those squats with a diagonal back. Squeeze of a glute. Shoulders back and down, arms tight, let's go. Squat, squeeze, squat, squeeze. Alliteration. Squat. Try keeping your foot flexed. So heel to the back of the room, the back corner, yes. Good. Let your arms do what they need to do. Excellent. All right. And plank, holding, maybe shoulder taps. Okay? Deep breath. Ready? You're gonna do the shoulder taps. I find it a little easier if my feet are wider. Helps with the balance. Wider base of support. When we go to three supports instead of 4. Good. Keep that head up, away from the ground, and chin in. Squeeze your abs. Don't let those hips go side to side. About 1 second. There we go. All right. And now, one more time through. So, kick, kick, side. Ready? Let's go. Kick, kick, side. Focus on this one so we don't lose our balance, as you saw me do. Yes, I'm gonna get quiet. Kick, kick. Good work. Kick, kick. We're almost there, less than 5. Good work. Now we've got those back extensions with shoulder mobility work, okay? So on the stomach. First thing, pelvic tilt. So pelvis comes towards the floor. Now we lift the shoulders a bit. Arms in front and behind. In front and behind. So the key is to really lift the shoulders up a little bit off the ground. It doesn't need to be a full back extension here. Just hover above. Focusing on those abs, really pushing the pelvis into the ground so we're tilting that pelvis forward. Good work. Up we get. We have squat, diagonal, glute contraction. Ready? Shoulders back and down. Abs tight. Let's go. Squat, kick, squat, contract, I should say. It's not a kick. The lift comes from squeezing that muscle in your butt, nice and tight. What doesn't matter how high that foot goes, it really doesn't. What matters is your abs are in and you're squeezing the glute. The force of the contraction is the most important thing, not how high the leg goes. All right, last exercise of this circuit, plank with shoulder taps. I'll show it on the knees first for those who are on knees. If you have option on the knees, you can put your knees a little bit wider. Hold your plank, and then for a challenge, try tapping the opposite elbow or shoulder without letting your shoulders or hips go side to side. That's still a lot of work. You've been doing it a while. You could be doing this up in plank with the knees off the ground. Either way, head up in line with the spine, chin in. Good work. Whew, okay, that one was tough. It's all tough. It's all good work. All right, so I have a minute to show you the next 4 exercises. You have a minute to catch your breath and watch. All right? So, we're gonna do what we practiced in warm-up. Jab, cross, duck as our first move. Number 2, we're going to do some tricep dips. We've done them before, sitting on the ground, arms back, tricep dips, keeping the elbows in nice and close to the body. Next, we'll do plies, but we're going to add something this time. So plies with knees out to the side, really pulling the knees actually to the back of the room. And then we're going to pretend like we're balancing plates. So squeezing shoulder blades back together. And then do our plies. Okay? And last but not least, we're going to do something called knee repeaters. Just fast, one leg, burning it out to the end. Knees with arms going up and down. All right, it tells me it's time to reset this timer. Last time through. Extra 10 seconds. So again, abs in, arms up, knees slightly bent. We've got jab, cross, duck. Jab, cross, duck. Once you get the hang of it, you can do really quick. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Arms are strong. Contracted. The lower you get on that duck, the harder this is going to be. If you need to bring it in, don't go so low. Or you could just do jab, cross. Jab, cross is an option. Jab, cross, duck. Good work. Next up, tricep dips. Let's go. So honors, seated on our mat, shoulders squeezed together first. Hands on the ground as close as you can get them together. Lift up the hips and now dip a little bit with the hands or the elbows and up. Dip and up. So we're focusing on keeping the shoulder blades together and the chest up and trying to keep those elbows together as much as possible. Really try to squeeze them and keep them so they're, like think about them touching or a band that's holding them together. Of course they're not going to touch, good work, but that's what we're aiming for. We're concentrating on to get the right muscle movements in there. Okay, those plies, feet nice and wide, toes to the sides of the room, abs in, pull the knees back. We're going to go down and up, squeezing through the glutes, pulling the knees back, adding on, palms up, almost pulling the pinky fingers up towards the ceiling, squeezing the shoulder blades together. It really gives us good posture, squeezing through the upper back as we pull the knees to the back of the room, squeeze the glutes to externally rotate. Saved by the bell. Last but not least, before we do it 2 more times, knee repeaters. Okay, so pick a leg, doesn't matter which one. We're gonna do the same one for the 30 seconds. Keep this knee a little bit bent. Let's go. Knee. Yes. So if you want to modify this, you could just do the knees without the arms squeezing in the abs. More intensity. Reach far with those arms before you pull down to the knee. The leg you're on stays slightly bent. The leg that's not moving, that is. We're almost there. Good work. Catch your breath. Whew. Next up, jab, cross, duck on the other side. Breathe. Okay, here we go. Jab, cross, duck. Once you've got it, we go fast, fast. Fast, fast. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Good work. Jab, cross. Good work. Excellent. Deep breaths. Next, down on the ground for those tricep dips. Let me go the other way this time. Maybe that'll help. Seated first. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Then hands come down. Then we lift the hips. We bend a bit. Hips come up. Bend the elbows. Lift those hips. If you want an advanced version, you could try crossing your heel up on the opposite knee. I'm going to stick today with both feet on the ground. Last one. There's that bell. Good work. Back up. We've got those plies with external rotation of the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Feet nice and wide. Squeeze here to turn the knees out and back. Palms up. Let's go. Down and up. Really focusing on pulling those thumbs towards the back of the room. Pinkies are pulling up towards the ceiling. Yes. Get as low as you can, comfortably. Yeah. To challenge yourself. Woo. Good work. Now we've got to do those knee repeaters on the other side. Deep breath. A little step back. Ready? Let's go. Knees. Again, the leg you're standing on should be slightly bent. If you need an option to bring the intensity down, do it without the arms. Bring it up by reaching as far as you can away from that foot each time. We're almost there. Less than 5 seconds. All right, catch your breath. You've got jab, 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 cross, duck. I'll cue you to change halfway through, so pick a side. Does not matter which one. Get ready. Let's go. Jab, cross, duck. Then make it faster. Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Again. Bringing it to just a little duck. It's going to make it easier. Or get low. One more. Switch sides. Let's go. Jab, cross, duck. Jab, cross, duck. Good work. All right. Last time through for those tricep dips. So on the ground, seated. Pull the shoulders together first. Then the elbows together. And now we place our hands down. Lift those hips. Bend and up. Always thinking about trying to send those elbows backwards. Trying to keep them squeezing together rather than letting them go to the outside. Think about sending the elbows to the back wall instead of the side walls. We're almost there. 5. And last one. Good work. Last tricep dip. All right, we've got those plies with external rotation of the shoulders. Lots of space between the feet, knees and toes to the sides of the rooms, shoulders back and down. Let's go. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pull the thumbs towards the back of the room. Good. Once you've got that under control, think about the glutes. Are you squeezing them to really pull those knees towards the back of the room? Guess what? 5 seconds. Excellent. Last but not least, last time for those knee repeaters. Our last really vigorous exercise. Intense, intense, intense exercise. I'll cue you to change sides halfway through. Ready? Let's go. Knee. Again, you could always put your hands on your hips and just do the knees. Or you reach far away from that foot. 5 more seconds on this side. And switch. Keep that knee slightly bent on the leg you're standing on. We're almost there. Good work, you guys. Okay. Whew, take some deep breath. We're gonna take a minute to recover. I need a minute to recover. And we're gonna set up for 10 minutes of core work on the mat. So we just finished 30 minutes of interval training. The intensity level depends on which exercise you chose and how challenging those exercises are for you right now. So for some people, it's definitely a high intensity interval training. For others, it might be moderate. Depends on your level. Okay, so I'm gonna get a towel out for my mat. So our 10 minutes of core exercises, it's gonna consist of 5 exercises that we do 2 times through. We do 45 seconds on and 15-second break. Okay? So we have 15 seconds to count us in. Our first exercise is, let me remind myself, is just going to be holding a plank on the forearms. So that can be on your knees or on your feet. Okay, so I'm going to press play on our timer. We've got 15 seconds to get into that plank. Ready? So I'm going to do on my forearms. If you're more comfortable on your wrists, go for it. Just don't want to overwork put too much pressure on our wrists. During this workout, we did tricep dips, we did push-ups, we already did a plank up on the hands. So I am conscious of doing too much on our wrists because some people have I had that before, problems with the wrists. So option here, like I said, to do it on the knees, but you need to keep your hips down so you're one straight line. You could take a break on your knees at any point and then join us back on the feet when you can. Ooh, I'm shaking. We've got 5 seconds left. Good work. Now, come on down on your stomach. We're gonna have our hands by our shoulders. We're gonna first squeeze our shoulder blades together, lift, and then lower. We've done this one before. Ready? Let's go. Squeeze, lift, and lower nice and slowly. Don't just flop back down on the ground. So this is a good exercise to work rhomboids, which are muscles between the shoulder blades that help us do exactly this movement. Squeeze them together. It also works the muscles up and down our spine that help with spinal extension, this motion. And all of that is great for helping us with keeping good posture, which is so important as we age. Well, at any age. They say that if you have good posture, you look 10 pounds lighter, they say. Okay, next up, we have crunch to the center, and then crunch to the side. So crunch up to the center, crunch across to the side, and then back to the center, and to the other side. Center, and to the side. What you could do is bring knee to shoulder on those crunches across. Notice I said shoulder, not elbow. Okay? It doesn't, bringing your elbow over does nothing. Your abs work between the shoulders and the hips. So thinking about bringing the shoulder up and over is going to target the abs, which is what we want. Good work. Hug those knees in. Next up, we have some side planks. So for the side plank, pick a side. We're going to go on our elbow under shoulder, push that shoulder away, and let's just lift. For the first 20 seconds, we're going to just hold. Okay, you could hold here on your feet, or you could hold with your knee down. After 20 seconds, we're all going to go on the knees and do these side plank clams. So you ready for it? Let's go. So bend the knees. We're going to come up and down. Yes, so it's like a clam movement with the knees open and then close, but we're also lifting up here in our side. Let's do 5 seconds more. And remember which side you've done, you'll do the other side second time through. So our 5th exercise, we're going to have our legs up, crunch. We're going to hold this crunch and we're just going to lower one leg at a time the entire time. Let's go. Crunch, lower, and lower. You could rest your head in your hands to protect your neck. If it's hard, you bend the knees and you do one knee at a time, keeping the belly button engaged. Pull that belly button down to the spine. Do not let your lower back come up when the legs come down. If that's happening, don't lower your legs as low or go to the bent knee option. 5 seconds left. Good work. Hug those knees in. Deep breath. We have one more time through. You can do it. Let's go. Turn over onto the front. Plank on the forearms. We're just going to hold for this one. Let's go. Lift up. Is it good? Just static, steady contraction of those abs. You could be on the knees. You could do knees as a break and then join us when you can up on the feet. Whatever is going to be the just right challenge for you today. Keep that head up, in line with the spine. Seconds, guys. Come on, you can do it. Hold it. Knees down if you want, or up. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. Down on the stomach. Relax a second. Hands by your shoulders. So it's rhomboid squeeze, shoulder lift. Ready? There's the horn, or the beak. Squeeze, lift, and lower. Squeeze, lift, and lower. Good. So we also want to keep the lower abs contracted here. Just to protect the lower back a little bit from too much arching. We'll give it a good stretch after, for sure, that lower back. Not much left. There we go. We'll do a tiny child's pose here. And now onto our back. We've got crunch to the center, crunch across, okay? Let's go. So, center, cross. Center, and then bring that shoulder across. You could add on, center, bring the knee to the shoulder, center, knee to the shoulder. If you've been doing it a while, you could hold both knees up and do the center crunch and then half a bicycle. Center crunch, half a bicycle. Options. Good work. Knees in. Next up, we have those side planks. We're going to do the other side this time, of course. So, we're just going to do a static holding side plank for the first 20 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Make sure the shoulder's pressing down. Lots of space between the shoulder and the ear. Reach up to the ceiling with the other hand. Keep those hips lifted. In 10 more seconds, we're going to go down on our knees and do those clam side planks. Ready? Let's transfer down on our hips, bend the legs, and now up and down. So we lift the top knee up away from the bottom knee. The bottom knee or calf, so knee down to our heel is pushing into the ground to lift our hips up and away. We're also crunching in here. Full body move. Good work. All right. And last but not least, we're going to do that crunch. But holding, just holding our shoulders up off the ground a little bit, not the full crunch. And some lower leg lifts, okay? Legs can be straight or bent. What's most important here is what's happening here. Holding the belly button in and holding it there as the leg goes down and up. If you feel that lower back coming up as you lower the leg, or if it's just you feel tension or pressure there, don't take the leg so low, or go to the bent leg option, okay? Good work. 2 seconds, and you're done. Whew. Wow, good work, guys. It's a good workout today. Take some deep breaths, hug those knees in. Deep breaths, okay. We'll get one foot flat on the ground, the other one pushing the heel up to the ceiling, stretching those hamstrings, pulling the leg towards us. Gently stretching the leg. We never want to yank on our joints. Now is a good time. Our body's very warm to do deep stretching, but never sharp movements and never to the point of pain. Ever, 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 no. Okay, foot down on the opposite thigh. Reach behind that thigh. Pull those legs towards you, keeping your feet flexed. Good stretch for those glutes, which we work in. All those squats, even the lunges. So many exercises. Let's try sliding. You could either stay here, okay? Or if it's comfortable, slide your thighs together more, knees together. And if you can grab onto those calves and gently pull them in towards you. It's a slightly different stretch on the glutes. You could try going side to side a little bit, see where there's a good gentle stretch for you, or you can stay where we were. And breathe, and then try and feel on the exhales the muscles relaxing a little bit more. And a deepening of that stretch. Okay, we're going to gently release, untangle those legs. Reach the other heel up towards the ceiling. Really try to make that leg straight, and that might be enough of a stretch for you, for your hamstring. If you need more, you gently pull that leg towards you. But keep this hip on the ground. Sometimes I see people yanking like this. No, it doesn't help us stretch the hamstring. Keep the hip on the ground and gently pull that leg towards us. You could play around with pointing or flexing the foot. When we point, we'll be able to bring the leg a little bit closer usually. And then we could flex. It'll add or deepen the stretch. The hamstring goes across the hip joint and attaches across the knee joint. That's why flexing sometimes can pull and make it stretch even a bit more, flexing the foot and keeping that knee straight. All right, foot on the opposite thigh. Reach behind that thigh and gently pull leg towards us. Again, stretching the glutes on the other hip, the other buttocks. sure you're fully relaxing your head and your shoulders. We don't need tension there right now. Now, if you could either stay here or, like we did before, slide the thighs together closer. The knees kind of stacked on top. And if you can come up and reach those calves, the lower leg, great, and gently pull them towards you. It's just a slightly different angle of stretch for that glute and those hips. But if this is not comfortable, please stay where you were with the original hip stretch. Keep your feet flexed here, meaning toes up towards the knees to protect any twisting of that hip joint. All right, let's gently release. We'll roll up to a seated position. We're gonna open up with the arms. If you can get your hands together, great. You could stretch through the chest muscles that way, or you could use your mat to help open up through the chest. Take a deep breath. And one more. Then we'll gently come out of that. Flip over onto all fours. And then we're going to walk our hands back to our feet. Lift our hips up. Hang out here for a second. Knees can be slightly bent so our body rests on them. And then relax the head and the arms fully. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Good. When we get to the top, you may want to find a wall. We're going to stretch our quadriceps. So knees together, foot in hand, and squeeze the buttocks, sending the hip forward. And pushing the foot into the hand. All right, other side. You can do it without the wall if you've got good balance. Knees together, hip forward. Pushing foot into the hand. Gently release, and shoulders up, back, and down. Let's push the palms of the hands to the ground. We'll let our ear fall to one shoulder. Deep breath, and then our chin to the shoulder. Gently release, again, shoulders up, back. Push the palms to the floor so our shoulders are far from the ears, and then let your ear fall to the other shoulder. Deep breath, and then chin to the shoulder. Gently release, and now let's take 3 deep breaths to finish. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. And that is it for our workout today. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And thank yourself, congratulate yourself on showing up and doing this hard work and doing such a great thing for yourself, for your body. I know you'll feel the benefits from it. So if you enjoyed this workout, please hit the thumbs up down below, and feel free to write me a comment. Let me know what you thought, if there were things you liked, things you didn't like, things you thought could be done better. I'm open to lots of suggestions. And also make sure to hit the subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any of my future workouts and videos. And with that, I I hope you have a good day, evening, night, and the rest of your week. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.